Morning, guys. Today is August 21st, right? Yes, August 21st, which if you guys are a basic fall girl, then you know that today is the first day of pumpkin coffee and pumpkin everything at Dunkin', and then next week is the first day of Starbucks pumpkin everything. What is that noise? No, okay. This is like his new thing. He does this all the time. I guess maybe he got it from me. I don't know. Found it. Found it. Pew! You want to have some lunch? No. Everything is no? Okay. Tomorrow will be 1 year since I've had surgery for my infection, and I know a lot of people are just tired of hearing it, and a lot of people just don't take it as serious as it was for me, but it was a huge trying moment. It was a very defining moment of my life. Going through all of this, not necessarily the surgery itself, but the entire month. And the months, you know, after this, I, like I said, didn't get my drain out until I think it was like almost October when I finally got it out. It was hard. Oh God, it was so hard, you guys. And the surgery was it was amazing because I needed it so bad, but it was just so scary. And it's been a year since my breast busted open, and it was a very defining time for me, and a time I'll never forget, and a very dark and scary and painful and agonizing time for me. In my bathroom, you can only guess what that means. Guys, today is Thursday. Little man is working on putting himself to sleep, and this is a huge leap for us, and we needed to figure out how to make it work for us. And he's putting himself to sleep. I nursed him, and he nursed for probably not even a full 10 minutes, and I put him in his crib. He cried for like literally maybe 10 to 15 seconds and then laid down, and right now he's just kind of tossing and turning, trying to put himself to sleep. And that is so big for us. And I know, again, this is old news for a lot of moms. A lot of moms are like so far past this in their motherhood journey, but this was something I just never had confidence in. This is huge for us, and this is like so important. It's so good for him. It's so important for him to be able to do this himself. Yeah, it's been 1 year since my surgery, and I had like this long drawn out thing on Instagram I was gonna say, but I was like, you know what, they've heard it and they know where I'm coming from, and they already know the story, and I just didn't want to bring it up again. It gives me such confidence, like the fact that when it becomes like a repetitive thing, when it becomes like consistent, like you hear babies need to have consistency, but so do you as the parent. Like I now feel so much more confident having the fact that he has put himself to sleep, like I said, so many days and nights in a row. Not that I want to take nursing away. The nursing I don't need to get rid of, but it would be nice to have some help, and I can get that guilt out of my head. You hear so many moms talk about mom guilt, and my main one is I feel guilty like when he cries and my husband's watching him or my mom's watching him. I feel like I have to be the one to fix it, and I can't do that. I have to. It's not just important for me, but it's important for my son and for my husband and for other family members to know how to soothe him outside of myself, because I'm really the main one who soothes him, and I really need to allow other people to, mainly for the sake of my son. He needs to learn how to be soothed in other ways other than breastfeeding or by mommy. I love that. I love that he wants mommy, but I've got to do this for him. Hey guys, so today is Friday. It's my husband's birthday, and we are going to celebrate at SeaWorld. I'm really excited. I woke up this morning and I made us hash browns, eggs, waffles, and then my husband and son went and got coffee, and we just had like a really good morning as a family. And then he ran out with his dad now to lunch. He's spending his lunch break with his dad. And then my son and I ran to Publix to surprise my husband with a birthday cake. I cannot tell you how incredible it is when your child can put themselves down for a nap. It has been one of the biggest game changers in my motherhood journey. Obviously, when breastfeeding got easier was the first one, and then once he started sleeping in his crib was the next one, and then this one is the next step of the moment. He puts himself to sleep. He has done it now every single day for about 2 weeks, and it's huge. This is my first time being a mom. This is my first time doing these things, and we had so many different struggles that it was just really hard to start to be more assertive with him, and we just had different battles. And so that was just one that was really hard. For whatever reason, nap time was just a really hard battle for me to accomplish. I just wasn't able to fully get it, and now I do. And every mother has her own journey and what she struggles with, and I'm not going to be embarrassed because we have a little bit later of a start to this whole he puts himself to sleep stuff. We had a later start. I don't feel like he was 100% ready to always be put down right away. It could have been my milk supply problem for a while and just so many different factors, but he has done amazing. I'm so happy about this. Like, this is awesome. So he's now napping, and once he wakes up, we're gonna go to SeaWorld.
Yep, throw it. Yeah.
Good morning, guys. I've tried filming this like 80 times, but my camera keeps saying, is this battery Canon? But today's Monday. I've just pretty much been cleaning all morning. We had such a great weekend, but like whenever it's the weekend, we always like neglect the house. So I've pretty much been cleaning most of the weekend. My son is playing with the vacuum, so I'll try and talk over it. Let me get the TV away from being in the background too. We had a really great weekend though. We went to SeaWorld, we went to dinner with family, or lunch with family, and then we went to Topgolf and just had such a good weekend. Today's been a little bit weird. Not so much here. My son woke up early, which is kind of weird for him lately. Anyway, hopefully the vacuum is not still super loud. Now it's like super dark and everything, but you know what? You win some, you lose some. My sister has had weird stuff happen, and then my husband's been having weird stuff happen today, so today's just been a little bit odd. Did you come to join us? My little one is working on putting himself to sleep right now. You guys, game changer. My days are so much better now that he is learning how to successfully put himself to sleep. I've talked about it for how long. Like, I have not known how to handle it. I did do a lot of the sleep training research. I did try and figure out like a natural schedule for him, or even trying to put him on an unnatural schedule, just the schedule that I made for him. Like, I tried all the different things that I thought would work, and nothing worked with him. I truly believe that he almost always had some sort of upset stomach, or not even upset stomach. Like, he just had a lot of trouble putting himself to sleep, always, from day one. Never could do it. And it took maybe like 2 or 3 times of him putting himself to sleep for me to get the confidence to know, okay, now I know he is physically capable of doing this. I'm gonna make him do it every single time. I'm not gonna baby him. I'm not gonna let him, if I wanna put him to sleep, like it used to be for a while, if he fought it, I would almost let him win, and I'd let him go back to playing to try and burn off some more steam. But now it's like, I know clear as day when he's tired and when he needs to go to sleep, and I don't let him do that anymore. I don't let him, like, as soon as we hit the room, he knows, okay, I guess this means it's nap time. Like, once I do all the little things that I do to prepare his room, he knows, okay, it's nap time. Like, cause I would stress out, like if I would hear him cry, I would immediately stress out to the core. Like, my entire body would stress when I would hear him cry. As soon as I put him down or whatever it was, like it was, you know, I was trying to make him fall asleep on me, and that just doesn't work anymore. And then when he would get up and cry, like, I cannot tell you how much I dreaded daytime. And that's so sad to say, but like the thought of just around nap time coming and him not taking a nap would boil me. It was honestly the reason why my days would be just kind of all over the place. Because of the fact I work from home, it is harder. Like, it's hard to kind of balance, like, okay, you're finally having time for yourself. What do? Do you take a break and allow yourself to regroup, have a cup of coffee, or do you get to work? And for me, I always jump right into work when he naps. Some days I feel like maybe I shouldn't. Some days I should take some of that time to break. Got little man to bed right at the time I like to get him to bed. So I'm feeling like a rock star. He ended up napping for 2.5 hours today. Got him to nap on the first try. I feel like a rock star because I've got my son into a routine where he can be a rock star. Mom came over today. Whenever anyone comes over, I always like to mop the floors after just in case their shoes had anything on them. I know I'm crazy. Don't judge me, but that's just something I've always done since my son was born, and I just plan on continuing to.